Just clip it on your chain or something.
On the chain is crazy.
That's what I did last time.
That's what you did last
I
time?
think so. Or just throw it on the shirt or something.
Yeah, but on the
It's fucking Guido as hell. On the chain.
You got the top button undone. I mean, might as well. Mm.
This is just how it started last time. Me fucking with the mic and doing it wrong.
Yeah.
We don't have music. We don't have anything. So it'll just be...
Well, we can put the music in. We can make a intro.
Okay. Just royalty-free Irish folk music.
Yeah, sure. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Do
Sponsored by royalty-free Irish folk music.
you want to do like a energetic or like...
We just did it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A Pair of Scalds. We're two old philosophers exploring the intricacies of the universe, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, my co-host here, Brennan, he's here to talk about some things with me in my house for today.
Yeah.
Okay, now that that's over, can we just...
What was the Mexican restaurant?
Oh, they used... For like instead of like an actual thing for the child to sit in, they just used like one of the trays that they would bring, like
the
stand.
fajita trays?
Like not the plate, but the
Oh, yeah.
fold out thing, and you would just put the carriage, like the car seat in the.
That's not what that is.
No, but that's what they were using it for.
It's its own build thing.
Oh, it's a separate.
It's smaller.
You want a mic?
Could have fooled me.
I'm just saying, I worked at a restaurant. I've used them.
Gross. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was.
Wait,
like
so you're saying it's an actual thing?
Mm-hmm.
For babies?
Yeah, so instead of, like, if your child's too small for a high chair,
Yeah,
Right.
you have
yeah.
an
You just
infant
had
in
the.
a car seat, they have, like, next to the high chairs, we had these, they fold out about this big, and it's a couple pieces of wood, and it looks like
It
that,
sounds like what
yes.
they would use for the
And it has
pop
the two,
out into.
it has like two pieces of not like elastic but material. And
Yeah.
You just set the
What are we driving?
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that's what that was, and I was like, that looks horrible, because I thought they were just like, yeah, we can fit the kid.
No.
They just put it on the stand. Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyways.
what-
So I found out my dad's car. I don't know how I got to it. Oh, I know what it is. I was looking at Instagram, and Yamaha just released a new 350 horsepower, 4.3 liter V6 that makes 350 horsepower.
Okay.
But it has a 13-to-1 compression. No. High compression ratio.
Right.
Anyway, so then I was looking up high compression ratios, and my dad's car has a 14-to-1 compression ratio.
His 5.0.
No, his 4-cylinder Mazda.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, diesels. what?
Yeah. The Mazda car.
Yeah, he's got a CX-30.
Oh, okay.
It's the turbo.
Forget. There's so many.
There's
Trying to balance your dad's cars and my dad's cars.
How many cars does your dad have?
The truck, the red truck, like the new truck, the red truck, the Jeep, Lane's diesel, and then my dad was for the longest time he wanted to buy a 350Z.
Your
and I
dad?
was like, yes,
You want to be
like like a
16
2003. I was like, are you?
16 again?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, you wouldn't really fit in one of those, but like it's a little bigger than a Miata. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Anyways, yeah, that's. Well, diesels run like 16 to 17
Yes.
to 1. So I was looking at it. That car will literally run without spark.
It'll be cranking and it'll have revolution.
Yeah, because the compression ratio is that high, it'll ignite the gasoline.
Yeah.
That's
Just from-
crazy out of a 4-cylinder.
So you could have a misfire and you wouldn't know it, or is it?
Yeah, well, it's still burning off the gasoline, but it'll
It's
still
diesel.
combust.
There's no spark plug.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
why diesel compression is so high. That's why you need
Yeah.
24-volt starter.
Also
not
burns
24
slow
volt,
and-
but
Yeah. You need it to compress a lot.
yes. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know that the Mazda has the highest like production gasoline compression ratio.
Wow.
Fascinating. Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with that?
The information of the Mazda.
The car.
He just has it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's pretty quick. It's
Yeah.
a 2.5. No. I think it's a 2.5 liter turbo. Makes like 250 horsepower from a little hatchback.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty zippy.
I don't know if there's any, because like the turbo can only get so big for a small diesel. Right.
But it's gasoline.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how it, or you were just using.
I
a
was
reference
comparing.
diesel.
Yeah. No, it's a gas car.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The compression ratio is like not Dodges. Chevy's Duramax are 3 liter,
Mhm.
6-cylinder, 15-to-1 compression ratio. So like it's almost as much as a diesel.
Yeah, as much as a 2500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Mazda's owned by Ford now.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Sucks.
Big corporate guy.
Sucks. Well, you just weren't it. I was doing the clock spring on a Mazda, and the video was of a Ford. Everything's the exact same except for the badge. And I was
Yeah.
like, what happened? Why American? You know, Dodge is owned by Fiat.
Uh-huh.
They've been since 2011.
They own everything.
Yeah. And they're trash. You
Yeah.
own everything, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Is that how we
Yeah.
get sponsors? It's just like, your cars suck.
That's why Yamaha hit us up. Japanese.
Good pianos.
Konnichiwa.
Good pianos, that. Dude.
What?
You can't. You just start saying Japanese brands, like in Scary Movie. Like Mitsubishi, Toyota, Nissan.
No, honestly, I think we might get another Nissan Altima though.
Yeah?
Because I switched out when I came back from school. I was driving the Lincoln for a while. So my dad was driving the Altima as like his work car. And he originally bought it for his work car. And then he's just been driving it the past like month because he likes it.
Yeah.
Because it gets like 33 miles to the gallon with like a 17-gallon tank versus 25 miles to the gallon with an 11-gallon tank.
Right.
The Mazda cost me $31 to fill up from like 15 miles.
Right.
Yeah. Except you're filling, like, as much driving as he does, he's filling it up every
Is he still doing like 200 miles a day?
400 miles a day.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
He drove to Killeen today, so that's
Yeah.
140 and back. Plus, he
hate-
did 2 more jobs after
I
that.
hate how much he travels so much, and it's like that's nothing. It's like you're on so like in terms of distance and like
He bought, that car is a 2022. He bought it less than a year ago, and it's at 78,000 miles.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some really new cars, and a lot of people's take on them is it's under warranty. I'm gonna drive it wherever I want, especially living in Houston, and people have connections in Austin. Like, guy I know, his like ex-wife lives in Austin. That's where his kids are at. So he's
Mhm.
like, we just got a new car, and we're just going back and forth all the time. And it's like that's no big deal, I guess.
Oh, that's what it was. I mean, I drove back like basically every
Yeah,
other
you did
weekend. The Altima is 2018 with 138,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about mixing synthetic and non-synthetic oil?
In my truck, it doesn't matter. I can put anything in that. I don't care. But with regular, what's the ratio for like? Or is it like there's a little bit left in this tub, and I'm putting 530 where the OW20 was, or
No, not.
synthetic and blend is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not different
Like
weights.
full and blend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. I just don't do it. You know, I've never seen what it does.
Well, listen.
Have you been doing it?
Had 4 quarts left over of synthetic. Wait. No, I had 4 quarts of the semi
Uh-huh.
and a quart of synthetic. So, yeah. I googled it and they're like, you probably shouldn't, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But
It's not like the oil won't mix, but
yeah, it's
it's
same
not
weight.
like water.
It'll
and
break
oil.
down like whatever the synthetic additives are.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of regular, it's all the same oil that's been refined, and then it's conditioners.
Yeah.
So it depends on the person that made the car, honestly. Because like there's some cars that could eat it right up. The Hyundais would burn through that in a week. The new Hyundais, you're aware of the
Yes.
like burning through 4.5 quarts within one oil change.
I mean, 2012 does that, but
Your 2012?
the Zera,
Yeah.
you gotta add oil like every week.
Yeah.
But it's
Just-
also like 250,000-mile car.
Oh well, yes. I'm talking about like
The
it's
new
got,
one, like
it's got
50,000.
13,000,
Yeah.
and you go to drain the oil, and it's like,
A quart.
where's the oil?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So the Mazdas, they just sound like a recall thing, whatever. But like it calls for 4.9 quarts, so I just put 5 in it, like almost to the top of the dipstick. except
The .01's not gonna hurt you.
yes.
Yeah.
But the not check engine light, the low oil light will still come on. And so people have been overfilling, like adding a quart to the 5 quarts they put in and totaling their engines because
yeah,
it's
you're
a
just busting
faulty.
all the seals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same with like that your transmission on the Volkswagen that you were like, it looks like they had it overfilled.
Oh, on the Atlas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just what they've been doing. Like we do transmission flushes, which is not really a transmission flush. You're just like draining the transmission fluid from the pan and taking out the filter.
Yeah.
The flush includes like shifting through all the gear. It's a lot more than that. But in that, it's like we pulled out more quarts than what it calls for. And it's like everyone, like these are new trucks. Nobody's touched the transmission. So like, why is there
Yeah, like
so
the bolt
much
still has
fluid in
paint
there?
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm sure the people at the dealerships and the factories are doing everything for a specific reason.
Yeah. Yeah, cars. That's why I like my my outboards.
Yeah, the boats. Tell us about your boats.
Well, the one I'm working on right now is it's a 16-foot low, just aluminum boat with a 40-horse Yamaha, but the motor's like a 2000, so 2-stroke, carbureted.
Yes.
So everything's simple, but also not simple because if your
It's
fuel.
simple, but it's old.
Yeah, I've taken those carburetors off like 20 times trying to get. Yeah.
But you took it off 20 times, never stripped out any of the bolts, right? Or is that the one that you stripped out the bolt on?
I stripped out the drain
Damn it.
bolt.
I was trying to be like old
Well,
America,
I didn't strip
it's
it out; it
great.
just broke.
I say old America, you said 2000s.
Well, it's Japanese.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's Yamaha.
I heard carbureted and I was like,
Merc.
yeah.
No. No, it's just because they're brass and they just snap so easily. And then in the bottom of one of them, one of the jets in the carburetor, I don't know why, but it's a flathead, right?
Yes.
It's a flathead to remove it, and it's like in like another pipe, so you can't like get to vice grips or anything. And it's a brass like jet. So the flathead, obviously, it's sitting in there with an O-ring for 20 years. You couldn't undo it. I immediately stripped it out trying to get it undone. I got the other two. So eventually what I had to do was, I think I literally took, so it's like a hole, a bigger hole that goes down a smaller hole, right? And then notches cut into like the outside rim of the hole. So obviously it's going to break super fast. So I just took a Torx bit and just right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's brass, so it's soft.
I'm the next guy working on it. Future me is going to be pissed. Yeah. But that's fine.
Yeah, no, it still works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I did that, cleaned all the jets, because like I had one cylinder running weird. So I could pull the spark plug cap off of it, wouldn't change the idle sound. Like super weird. And so, pull the plug, and I already checked spark. So I checked spark, has spark. I'm like, okay. So it has to either be.
You gotta be careful checking spark, dude. I've
shocked the shit out of
myself.
I did that
spark.
with a dirt bike when I was like 15.
Yeah.
You're holding the cap, the boot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a kickstart one, so I hold it against the exhaust and just.
Yeah.
Like I did that to myself.
It's like on a V8, strong electrical current. It's like you got to just put it to metal. Don't be touching the fucking metal that you're putting this.
Well, that's why
on.
you use pliers.
Yeah.
I just pull with pliers.
I'm talking like you just pulled it out of the spark
you
plug
can see the
hole, and
arch.
It's still in the thing, and you're just like, tick, 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 tick. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So the only thing could be is either fuel or timing, like sending a spark in the wrong
I hate
time.
timing. Don't talk about timing.
But it's a CDI box.
Okay.
So it's new enough to where it isn't based off the flywheel. It's like it shouldn't be messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I pull the carburetor off again, and that's the only one. I stripped that jet, so I tried to clean it the best I could without taking it out. It's like, this is the last issue I can possibly have, right? So pull it out, finally get out by destroying it with a Torx bit, but like it doesn't mess up the porting of the jet. Put that back in, still having the same issue. So I'm like, and then the bowl is also flooding.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I literally just like got a rebuild kit for these carburetors. They're all new seals, everything. Undid one of the brass fittings to like check it. I had stacked O-rings because the old O-rings were in the bottom of the threads, disintegrated on the other two, but this one still had it. So I just had to take a pick, put it back in, and just Good, perfect.
Very good.
Just how carburetors are.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know.
Yeah, they're
But-
simple, but it's like the smallest shit pisses them off.
Yeah, well, fuel injection, just inject more, inject less.
Yeah, and the injection system, they're all complicated. They're all ridiculous. Like, I was talking to a guy about a Jeep today. He has a 3.6 Jeep, and he was like, I want a Wrangler. It's a Grand Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I want a Wrangler. These engines, like, he hadn't had any problems with it, but they have the oil filter housing leak. It leaks oil all over the place. They're horrible. And I was like, what do you want? He was like a 2019 Jeep Wrangler. And I was like, you mean the same engine?
Same engine.
The same problem, but just looks like a Wrangler instead of a Cherokee.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you want to do with the Jeep? And he was like, I want to take it to the ocean and like go to like the surf. And I was like,
I
in a
wanna
2019,
Put it in the
dude?
most corrosive environment
Yeah, we're gonna go
possible.
down to Galveston, the highest salt content you can find. He said he wanted to have a hard top that he can stand on to like cast and stuff, which you're not casting at that high.
Why are you
that far.
casting
I don't know.
off the...
I'm not asking logistics or anything like that.
Like,
I'm-
maybe to put the rods
I'm
up
trying
there,
to
but-
find a car to sell him.
Yeah.
And he was like, or I was telling him, I was like, you realize you could get all that out of a Jeep from the 80s, right? For like $3,000. And he was like, I guess that's true.
Just to run to the beach? Yeah.
Yes, that's all. He was like, I don't care if it's got a roof on it. I was like, then why are you looking in even the 20s? Like the 2000s.
2000s, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Go way the fuck. Like C5, C6.
Well, once you get into, like, yeah.
Yeah, trailer it down there if you have to. But people want, because he was like, I paid off the Jeep, I own the Jeep, the Cherokee.
So let me
He's
get
like, it's
another
mine.
note.
Huh?
Let me get another note.
Another
Car
car
note,
note?
yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I don't want another car note. And I was like, well, if you sell the Jeep for fucking $40,000, like what it's worth, and then you just go buy an old piece of shit, you got $30,000, and you
Yeah.
can put money into that.
Buying, yeah, I don't.
But it's funny being the younger guy and telling people, like, go older. It's simpler, it's easier, it's just stronger, and it's not leaking oil all over the place.
True. Some people just want warranties, though,
Yeah.
which...
Whatever. But he was complaining about how hard they are to work on. Like that Jeep that we were talking about, we did engine mounts, and it was like, if you didn't do it, like there was almost no room to separate the engine from the body and everything like that. It just sucked. And he was like, I couldn't have done that myself. I was like, you could do that with anything you buy from the, like before that.
Yeah.
People want simplicity, you got to go old. Go pre-90s if you want.
Yeah, this motor it's all simple, but, like, it was used in salt water, so there's a lot of corrosion.
Yeah.
And then it still has a lot of, like, little problems to work out. But the main problem the other guy was having was he wasn't getting power to his, like, control box. One fuse, the main power wire,
Yeah.
to the control box blew. Because he was messing with, like, the tilt and trim that, trims the motor up.
Yeah.
Crossed them, so he just blew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just literally put a new fuse in. That solved that problem.
That was a problem from the previous owner.
He bought a brand new. The control box is like an off-brand one, is like $150. Name brand is like $300 for a Yamaha one,
Yeah.
Yeah, so the boat literally came with like a $150 part, already. So solved all that, and then now it's just good. I repainted the cowling today,
Mm.
so got the stickers on the way. She's a little tired.
You want a mic? over there yawning and stuff? What are you doing?
Pull your shirt down in the back.
Oh.
That's probably I'll edit it out.
My fucking love handles back there are hanging out.
handles.
Whoops.
Anyways, to continue, yeah, but all I got now is clean it up, trailer lights on it. The ones on it may work. I just gotta find, so yeah. But I put new tires on it, and the winch at the front. You winch the boat up.
Mm-hmm. Is that toast?
Yeah, it's like the
years.
clip that holds like the ratcheting system completely rusted away.
It's safe, right? You wouldn't be driving around with a boat and trailer that's not clicking.
Well, I
safe.
had
How many weak spots are in your little
the rope.
in the nylon rope that or the strap rather? Is it just
Well,
like,
it's a rope. It's not a strap. Don't
It's
worry.
a rope?
It's a rope. It's a rope that is so dry rotted.
garbage, dude.
Well, it's probably the rope that came on it back in 2000.
Oh, it really?
Yeah.
It came with a rope?
Yeah, rope winch. It's a little John boat
Yeah.
instead of like a flat strap.
Huh.
Like, yeah, the bass boats I have come with the strap.
Yeah. I'm used to my dad's old Monarch.
Yeah, like a 4,000-pound strap, you
Yeah.
know? No,
Well, if the rope fits.
yeah, but how they got it home was really let out enough rope from the winch. Because the winch, I mean, literally the handle just free spins. So they tied it to the eyelet in the boat because, of course, the rope doesn't have a hook on it.
Yeah.
So they tied it to the boat and then just
You have
wrapped
to
it
tie
around
a
the
knot
winch.
every time that you hook up to the little.
No, I'll fix it.
Yeah.
I got to put a new winch on it, but that's how they got it home.
Do it right. Don't put like just a climbing D-ring on there and be like, that'll be good.
They rated for 24 newtons or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Newton
boats,
meters.
I mean, you know what boat stands for, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big ol' ass thing.
Nope, not even close.
I was trying to
Kinda
think
close.
of something that I could. It kind of, yeah.
It stands for bust out a nut at 1,000.
I'm
Yeah.
familiar. I've heard plenty of old people
Why the
say
fuck
that.
did you not say it?
Because funny. Gotta be funny. Bust
Bust a move. No, that's boom.
Mm. Boom.
Anyways, yeah, there's just constant problems. Like even my scooter, the winch, not the winch itself, but the winch post. There's two like C-ring bolt things.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them just snapped off on the road somewhere. So my post when I got home was just like the boat like shifted back an inch. Like
oh my god.
it's
And
cool.
you didn't notice till 40 miles, 50 miles. How
Well,
far
I didn't
were
notice
you
till I
out?
got home. Huh?
Where were you at?
It was like a 50-mile drive back from the lake.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the drive.
Somewhere. I'm sure somebody ran over your piece that
Well,
broke off.
Did I tell you when I sent you the video when the fender came off
Yeah.
on the 14-foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the side of I-45 somewhere. Just
Very nice.
I
My dad's fender came off too, but it
held on.
Yeah, he had it. And he was
Well,
like, I just need to weld it. Never did.
yeah, that one was baling wired on too. So also needed to be welded. Never did.
Baling wire?
Yeah. You just like wire. Well, because I tried zip ties because I had zip ties and they instantly
You think
shred.
they know what baling wire is?
What?
Baling wire. You're talking about like the plastic shit that goes around a hay bale in the machine?
I don't know what you call it. No, I'm talking about like metal like wire.
Oh, fencing wire.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just like metal wire.
Baling wire is like a plastic strand.
Well,
shit that
obviously
goes
it
around the hay
can be
bales.
that, but
I was well.
Well, that's
the
what Granddad
strength is
called
much
it.
different.
you ever go up to a bale and
Just yeah, slit its throat. I love slitting the throat on bales. And I'm like, feed cows, feed.
oh,
Yeah.
I just
We don't have a single like the bale ring. You know, the big old ring for the cows
to
go
set
around
the yeah.
We haven't had one of those that was functioning in my entire we used it like once and then it broke.
The cows.
Yeah, it took three bolts to strap it all together. My dad never did it. I was like, why?
Nice.
It saves the hay bale for like a much longer time because they can't fucking break it up with their heads. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so you've got one boat or not?
I
one
have
boat.
4.
I know you have 4.
Yeah.
I was getting there. You just give me a second. You have one boat that we've talked about, which is your old. You have the old Little John boat. You have the 2 in between, and then the Skeeter.
Yes.
Right? Is that like how you would classify?
So there's the 14-foot with a 30 horse on it. I used for a while and like made it
Yes.
a little bass boat.
That's the one that we've been on. That's whenever we came to your house, she was like, "That's what y'all have been riding." I was like, "Yes, it's a canoe. It's crazy."
And then I bought a 2001 17.5-foot tracker.
Okay.
So I'm gonna build that one, make
Yeah.
it nice. Then I have a 16-foot low, also a 2000, that I'm almost done working on. Got it for like a crazy cheap price, and we'll make like $3,000 on it.
Mhm.
And then my Skeeter that I just bought is also a 2001.
Yeah.
But it's like 20-foot bass boat, so
Very cool.
with a 200 Yamaha on it.
And you want to like get all of them good, and are you keeping all 4 of them? You getting rid of the middle 2?
No, I'm gonna get rid of the middle 2. So the low I'm gonna sell as soon as I get everything going. I'll probably another day or 2 of work on it, and it'll be good to post.
Yeah.
So I'll take it to the lake, give it a test run, and then it'll be good. Sell that one, and then start working on the tracker. And that one's gonna be like a fully custom built
Yeah.
bass boat. New hatches, new LEDs, all that, new seats.
That sounds like so much. It sounds like not. It
Well-
sounds like it's so possible, and then you start getting into like. Are you doing like even the you said,
Framing?
like the anchor and everything, like all the anchor, the knot spots?
What?
The cleats. Are you like?
No,
redoing
the cleats are
redoing
pre-done in
everything?
the frame. They're
Okay.
just riveted in.
Oh, they're not like. You used to be able to just take a screwdriver and take. The
No,
cleats
these ones
off
are
the half
riveted.
boat. Okay, so they're solid.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just rot with the
Well,
plywood.
Maybe. Oh, you're talking on my 14-foot boat, how I just have them screwed in.
Yes,
Yeah, no. This is a proper boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
proper. It's a proper boat.
No, but yeah, we're gonna get the aluminum framing and extend the deck, like reposition where the console sits.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Reposition it how far?
just so you're a little bit close to the console. And so like the old tracker is, you would have like 3 feet of deck and then just a space between the console and the deck. That's like the same level as where your feet are.
Right.
For like some weird reason they did it like that. So we're gonna extend the deck so it's like a 7-foot deck. So you can fish up there like a bass boat.
Yeah. I'm glad we can question engineers. Like, imagine if engineers were like
Well, that's
high level politician where you can't question me. It's like, you suck, dude. Like, people talk more shit to engineers than they do anybody.
Yeah, but the engineer who designed that boat is probably well retired now with that Bass Pro Shop check,
Yeah.
and I'm working on redesigning his craft.
It's only got to work for your career. For them, like making stuff, it only got to work till you retire. They can complain and have recalls all they want. But like,
You're gonna
nobody
recall
cares.
my 2001, my
Yeah.
23-year-old boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people have the job like in Fight Club where he like goes around the country and he does recalls on accidents and stuff like that
Mhm.
on cars. How many people have to do that where they're like, this car sucks and they're doing a really poor job and this person died because of it? And
Have
it's-
to report it.
Yeah.
What's the was it the Ford Pinto with the fuel can in the back? Not fuel can, but fuel.
the tank?
Yeah.
Are you talking about like under the back seat? Like
It was
that's-
like in the trunk, so if they got rear-ended, they just exploded.
oh. Oh, are you talking about like in the movie?
No, I'm talking about the car in real life
Oh.
that killed hundreds of people.
I'm unfamiliar with
I
that
believe
story
it's the Ford
specifically.
Pinto.
So it's like it's in the crunch zone pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's one of the recalls that exist in time.
Mm-hmm. Degrees got you that. Tens of years of hard work got to
Yeah,
that.
Hundreds of deaths
Yeah.
because
Yeah. I've been watching Scotty Kilmer a lot on like General Motors and Ford and like how their
Mhm.
CEOs are both they're trying to like get out. They're like, this is horrible. I fucking hate this.
having to deal with like all the
Yeah.
electrical
The Ford
Electric.
Mavericks, the square Ford Mavericks, like the like the little F-150s basically.
little truck, little Tacoma.
They can't sell those for shit.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of them for $3,000 a pop.
$3,000.
Uh-huh. That's what Scotty said. That's Scotty Kilmer's information. But that's what I believe it. Nobody's buying them. I've seen like 3 in my entire travel since it's been made. I've seen more Cybertrucks than I've seen those fucking Ford Mavericks. Have you seen a Cybertruck?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few. They're
It's not that impressive in person. It looks like
It's just
something from Black
strange.
Mirror.
Well, just like the designing of like, when you look at like, I don't know, Lexus or something, and all the curves and everything, you're like, oh, that's a sexy car.
Yes.
And Cybertruck, it's literally just like, sheet metal.
Elon Musk was fucking Amber Heard for a while, so maybe that's where he got the bone structure for the fucking Cybertruck from. Just no, make it flat and squared. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Whenever he was thinking about that, he was thinking about the Johnny Depp case. I've seen so many videos from that trial of like clearly people doing like
In
doing
the trial room?
Yes. There was one where this guy was like questioning Johnny Depp like to him, and like while he's talking he's like like tweaking, and the guy, and Johnny's like, bro, are you good right now? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can pull it up. We have the TV here for that specific reason.
Nice.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think I've seen one Cybertruck that hasn't been like already wrapped.
Yeah, I've
People-
only I've seen like one normal one, and then the other ones are like, I put wheels on it, I made it custom.
Yeah, but
It's my own
imagine
thing. I can't stand it.
imagine how happy the wrap shops are right now though.
Oh yeah, I
When
bet.
a Cybertruck pulls in, you're like, all right, this will be a 6-hour job, and it takes them 6 minutes because it's just flat. They just
Yeah, I can't imagine it being hard to wrap the Cybertruck because there's no curvature or anything like that. Yeah, I can't imagine it being hard, but the wrap shops and the people that invested heavy in the forces and the rubber band tires and spacers, like far from stock spacers, I can't imagine how many they sell, and I also can't imagine how many they warranty.
yeah.
How many American Force how many American Force wheels do you think people have tried to warranty because they put 6 inches worth of spacers on it and it snapped, and they were like,
What
the wheel's clearly the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
You're not connected there.
It's not.
No.
How about now?
Nope. Anyways.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're interesting. Have you seen like the towing of them though?
Yes, I saw a Cybertruck towing a Porsche, and while racing a Porsche.
No shit.
Was that sarcasm?
Yes. Yes, it's the promotional video. I'm
Oh.
talking about like the actual like towing
Oh, then
testing.
towing other stuff? No, I can't
No,
say.
I'm
I
saying
have.
like the range and stuff when you're towing, like how much it goes down. 'Cause it's
Oh,
electric.
really? Yeah, I can't imagine.
Like
imagine
they were
how bad it would
comparing
be.
like the Ford Lightning, like going from like having like 180 miles of range to being able to tow like 80 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And the 180 miles towing is not that great.
No, they were only able to tow like 80 miles on 180 miles of range.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is that losing?
Oh, hey, bud.
Hello.
Huh?
I said,
Um,
what is like? It's losing 100 miles worth of range, but what percentage of 180 is 100?
Oh, you're saying like do the math?
Yeah. Do the math right now.
I don't want to do the math. 80 out of 180?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a fucking lot. It's over half. It's 57%.
Sure. 60%, but
So you did do the math.
no, I was just
Fucking
remembering to
jerk
fuck
off.
with you. I know it's
It
like
is
50
60%. I knew the whole time, but I didn't want to tell you. Can you hand me the remote, Maddie? I was gonna try and get this going. Find the remote, Maddie. Find the remote. Have you located it?
We'll cut it. We'll cut it.
Sure.
Oh. Kind of chilly in here.
Yeah, I bumped it to 71.
Ooh.
I sleep on 67, so.
I sleep on 77.
What?
Because I'm sleeping upstairs with my grandparents.
Y'all heard that, right? Psycho? What? 77.
Well, okay. So my grandmother, she has a whole upstairs room, like whole upstairs on
Yeah,
the
I
house,
hated
right?
sleeping up there because it's so hot.
Yeah, but like I won't. I can sleep like in any temperature. It doesn't bother me. I just turn on the ceiling fan, and it's like a ceiling fan that actually like works and can move air, you know?
Yes.
And so it cools it down enough.
I mean,
but
anything feels like moving air in 77 degrees in a
but
room.
it's not 77. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you were being dramatic?
No, it is 77. The thermometer and the temperature is 77.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Dude, no. I have to have the ceiling fan and a box
energy
fan.
bill.
Energy bill's like $100. I don't care. But our box fan broke, like the little old plastic one that we had. I went and bought one of those metal turbine ones.
Industrial.
That does like 7,000 RPMs.
It's just-
Love it to death. Love it so much. It's so good.
You don't need to like staple down the blankets
Dude,
or
Rex
anything.
hates it. He cuddles up because it's like on the floor kind of next to him.
Yeah.
And I'll find him like on the ground in his blankets. Yeah. I think he likes it.
Poor bud.
This sucks.
Rex.
Famous.
He
he,
is so
he did not like that at all. Famous dog, Rex. Hey,
Gone.
famous dog.
Gone.
Do a TikTok dance. Come on. Hit the
Bro's
nay-nay,
not
son.
having it right now.
Hmm?
Bro's not having it right
He's
now.
very sleepy, very tired. He's been doing absolutely nothing all day. You know how
It's me.
exhausting that can be.
Yeah. Shout out to cats.
So would you consider what we did an actual intro? Like, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Nope, it is not. I liked mine.
Yours? What was yours?
I was just saying, I don't know.
Oh.
You just gotta go with it.
Yeah, I want to settle in and be comfy.
Look, I'm comfy. So I got a Pulp Fiction. You comfy? Oh, bro, Peter's. Bro's not. I feel
You feel what?
nothing. That cannot be good on his back.
My feet don't weigh that much. He's 90 pounds.
You're really struggling over there.
Well, it turns out my hotspot was on the whole time.
That'll
That's
do
why
it.
it wouldn't connect.
That'll do it.
Shut up! Roku streaming stick. There we go.
Oh,
Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Johnny Depp's team is shocked after experts start spazzing out. I do love how the whole point of that trial, it really showed how shitty like law shit is. Was like it was all produced and it was like, what are we doing?
Cool, that
You see him in
one
that
was.
movie, Charlie and Chocolate Factory? You were comparing his processing speed.
He's looking at the judge. He's like, save me. But I'm actually going to have to answer it.
Do I have to answer that question, Your Honor?
Yeah.
You have to answer questions. Yes, sir.
No, you'll be happy to know I didn't see Willy Wonka.
Take a look at this.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's tweaking.
Do I have to answer that question, Your Honor?
You have to answer questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the expert.
So, right-wing Twitter kind of got a hold of that, and they're like, he's a fucking wizard. He's a lizard. Oh, no.
What? Hold on.
Camera them. Let's go.
Are you kidding?
Who?
Pete Holmes, comedian.
We're recording again, by the way.
Okay.
And Leno did those in like 1989.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, what are these? They're crunchy, they're crispy, the little cheddar cheesy? I don't know. Yeah, it was like that. He's like, Cool Ranch, what is that, just a chill farmer? Come on, that's crazy. Nacho cheese? Whose cheese is it? I'll tell you whose cheese it is. Yeah, it was like that.
He didn't know they were rolling. They just gave him the bag. Wow, triangles. Yeah, who knew I wanted to eat a triangle?
I didn't have any idea that I would be a thoughtful man. I tell you, put sauce on these, I sauce a leaf. Nacho cheese, that's quite a flavor. I mean, check at the back of the bag here. There's got to be a catch.
Somebody put sauce on these. I thought.
I sauce a leaf.
Somebody put some sauce on
That's
these.
what the
I
chef said
thought
when he was
these.
done. He finished eating, he goes, I sauce all these.
Bro's dying.
That's what the flavor
That's
came
Pete
from.
Holmes, the guy that's dying.
I sauce all these, the bag's done. Don't mind if I step in. By the way, what kind of triangles are these?
Love that.
We're gonna go back to the
Yeah, this is, so I've been sending you stuff on Instagram for a while about, like, we should talk about this. There's
Yes.
people, I've been saying for a little bit, Taylor Swift's popularity and its consequences is my new, the Industrial Revolution and its consequences. Because there's people like this fella here that are launching their music career.
I got the point. Does he have a dog tag?
Yeah, of course. He got that from one of those, like, 25 cent, put a quarter in there things.
His mom
So-
gave it to him when he was 4.
That's Austin Collins. He's a wonderful musician. I can't imagine where he's going in life. So yeah, Taylor Swift's popularity and its consequences have made so many people launch their music careers, and it's
Like,
yeah, it's not good.
I was gonna say like Rogan's popularity and launching podcast careers.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like the consequences of this are
Dire.
well, yeah, they're great for us. They're good for the podcasters. Now that you mention it, because that's what we're doing. Is we're like fucking get a load of this.
Yeah. Bullying.
It's not bullying. It's just making people fiscally aware of other people's talents. This is talent in some way. It's art. Can't question art. Never. It's subjective. Yeah.
It's
You
something.
mean objective? Yeah, subjective. is
It's
correct.
something.
Yeah, I love that.
We podcasted,
That was part of it.
but the audience can't see this.
They can later.
If I edit it in,
Yeah, of course.
okay. Yeah, send me all the. Just go through the timeline. You'll find them eventually.
I already sent them to you. That's in our conversation.
Great.
But yeah, I like that a lot. It's very good. I Spotify deal soon with him, maybe. But he's not the only one that's done that. I've probably sent you and you both so many of just I don't know. It's people in their career and that's what they want to do with their lives, and it's very good for them. But the listeners are always suffering. It's auto-tuned. The lyrics aren't good, but it's just like, is this what music is now? Is this what we're doing?
No, it has 380,000 likes because we're bullying him.
We're laughing with him.
Well, I'm laughing at him. You can hold your own opinion,
Yeah.
but
I wish I had such a state of delusion to where I was like, I'm just gonna project this out there and it's gonna manifest itself for me.
like the type of confidence that
Yeah.
fat girls have to
Yeah.
think they're skinny.
Well, like, confidence is sexy. Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh,
Is that Lizzo?
I think you're getting delusion and confidence mixed up.
That's
though, you know.
I know what it
Yeah.
is, but they don't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like at a certain point, when does confidence turn into delusion? At what point is that? Is it 400 pounds or? Because there's plenty of like
The weight limit is a threshold.
yeah, it's like tipping the scales. Like on what side it's like you're a little bit more confident than anything. But I
Wait,
just-
okay, where's the number on the 1 to 10 scale?
on the 1 to 10,
Yeah. Like 6 and above, you're in the confidence range. If you're 5 and below, you're in the delusional stage.
I think there's plenty of people that are
Okay.
-3 to 3, and they are the most confident.
We're going into negatives.
Well, of course.
1 is like hit by a truck, like irrecognizable.
Oh, your scale is very big. Okay.
What? No, is it like 1 to 10.
How many sixes do you think are out there? A lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people are 6.
Most people are sixes.
Yeah, that's why it's the average.
But if you're a 3 with confidence, you're now, in some people's eyes.
No. I'm saying if you're 3, you can't be confident. You can only be delusional.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the cutoff? Like a 4 or 5?
Yeah.
No, because 5, you can be a confident 5 and be attractive.
Yeah.
With like being funny or something.
Right. You can wrap that up. a
Yeah.
nice,
So
funny
maybe
package.
3 and below.
Yeah. If you make up with it in other areas.
Yeah, I think 3 up to 3 would probably be delusion, where it's like.
Well,
But at what point does the delusion come from enabling? Like other people are like, you are confident, you are beautiful, and it's like they have major health
I
problems.
want to know. I'm not a woman, so
Just because you're not a woman doesn't mean you can't speak on womanly things. You can be a woman for 5 minutes if you want.
I'm a woman.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry to break it to you.
Take it away.
There
you are. You're a woman.
So ashamed of my body and myself.
Dude.
Getting liposuction. I just booked it next week.
Dylan Mulvaney. I'm a girl now. I'm into SSRIs and shopping. You remember that? You commented on that. Did a lot of people interact with that?
600 likes. 600 plus likes.
It was the I'm a Girl song. where it's
I'm
like,
just a girl.
no,
No.
no, no, no,
No.
no, 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 not that one. It's much worse than that.
I don't know.
It's after he reached. Do you remember the video with him and Biden?
No clue what you're talking about. Oh, the one where he's like,
I,
who? That
no,
one?
not that one. It was
Oh.
Dylan was like,
I
I've
like
been a
that
woman
one.
for 365 days, and Joe Biden's like, God bless you.
I do know that one. I
Yeah.
think about the other one with the other
Look at the lyrics alone.
the other gay guy or whatever. He walks up and he's like, "Who the hell?" I like that one more.
Yeah. Yeah, Days of Girlhood was something that Dylan Mulvaney did for the longest time. And then Days of Girlhood came out as a song on his page. And it's just if you get over the delusion and the confidence, you realize that it's fucking insane. It's like he is clearly a dude with an Adam's apple that's had jaw surgery to make himself look
Just read the lyrics.
This is a Mustang though.
I didn't see a Mustang. 5th gen?
Those are the Mustang wheels.
So yeah, here's Dylan after having a one-night stand.
You want to turn it down a bit? I think I got your point.
You get it?
Yeah.
So the whole song is about how, like, I'm a girl and I can't drive. and it's like,
She's saying like, I pop pills,
Yeah.
retail therapy, walk of shame, didn't even know his name, do it all again next week, lay in my bed and cry, take a bubble bath.
Just like Flaming Girls.
yes, literally flaming women.
It's just like
Brennan, we won.
boiling it all
We
down
won.
to-
The cis white man, we've won. We're now women that run Miss Universe. Miss Universe is now owned and ran by trans women, which are just dudes.
Most
With,
lingerie companies are owned by men.
yeah,
Women magazine
Yeah.
companies owned by men.
yeah. The biggest patriarch for me is female empowerment, like Victoria's Secret and all that, where it's like you're a girl, like women smoking cigarettes and like the whole like women's suffrage movement. It was Sigmund Freud's nephew that brought up that. He was like, you can be confident and smoke cigarettes.
The Sigmund Freud lineage goes
yeah, it's crazy. It's some shit. But yeah, that same guy did bacon for breakfast, fluoride in toothpaste, and women smoking cigarettes. The bacon thing was like, we have so many pigs and we have all this bacon that we don't know what to do with. And he was like, boy, howdy, you need it as part of the American breakfast. That's like how you do breakfast now. It's toast, starch, eggs, protein, I guess, depending on how they are. And then pork fat,
Fat.
cuz
Yeah.
orange juice, even though it's full of fucking corn sugar, high fructose corn syrup and all that. And it's like, there's your American breakfast. Now, ladies, go smoke some cigarettes because you're empowered. You see where I'm going? Like, it's very funny how, like, it's all kind of manufactured by men. And now, with Dylan and all the other men acting like they're women and saying they're women, and then it's like the lesbians that are saying, like, I'm presenting masculine.
But if you are a man, transfer to a woman, does your like
No.
you just get behind the wheel.
Yeah, you're automatically a shittier driver.
It's just like you can't have both hands on the steering wheel. One has to be on a phone.
Yeah.
And then does your seat automatically just like
Yeah, it's the seat
The
moves
steering
forward,
wheel?
the eyes glued to the phone. You stop, you lose all directional awareness.
do you have to
lose-
get a bedazzled wheel cover?
Yes, yeah, automatically. Or fluffy with the hair. Remember we were
Mm,
talking about
yes.
that last
It's nice
episode?
and ooh.
Yeah, it's got to be the smelliest, least comfortable thing possible for driving and safety. The seatbelt is optional. You should have so much weight on your keys that it's fucking up your ignition switch, dude.
The plastic is hanging down.
Yeah, I've gotten some keys recently that are 3 pounds, and I'm like, you can put it in there, and it's like it's wiggling because it's so.
It's like the
loose.
hotel sockets. It
Yeah,
just ran
it's
through.
just ran through. But it's like people put shit on their blinker stock, and they're like, it won't blink to the right. Have you seen that?
Wonder why.
And it's like, that's why it costs $300 for a fucking
It's like
diagnosis.
61.
You're paying for
just
being
like-
stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the Dylan Mulvaney and like men are running female empowerment. empowerment now. We're dominating women's sports. We're dominating pageantries. We're dominating corporate interests. We got it made, brother.
It's almost like it backfired.
But it started in the 90s for like, not even the 90s, it started in the 70s whenever they were telling women to be feminist. And they were like, you can do your own thing. And then it's just the capitalistic shit of like, you need to buy these products, which are like the
Yeah.
cigarettes, and you need to do all this. And like,
To be a feminist.
better than sex eyeliner. And like every female rapper can't stop talking about their fucking pussies. So it's like, where's the woman power, strong females, like motherly, and then it's like, do whatever the fuck I want, have horrible life choices, and that's what is popular, which doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
Dylan trying to be a girl is like, I'm so stupid. I'm a girl now. I'm dumb as shit. Like, I can't stop thinking about SSRIs, shopping, sleeping with men that I don't know. Is that what we want? Is that what we want?
I mean, like, also, like, these men who, like, become women say that, like, men have it better.
They never
have so
become
much
women.
more
They try.
Yeah, but whatever. They have so
Yeah.
much more privilege. Okay, then why the fuck do you want to be a woman?
Yeah.
I want to be oppressed because
Yeah.
it gets me views on social media.
Yeah, it's all just virtue signaling, which, if you look at it from like
It's all demoralization.
us, yes, big word. If you look at it like us,
Why are
you're
you
like,
oppressing the woman in the room?
Yeah.
why don't you go pop some pills, sweetheart? Go spend my money. Like, that's what Dylan said. Since you're a girl, and he's a girl. I mean, she. Sorry, they. If it had,
He pronouns.
Dylan?
Dylan's pronouns
He.
are she, they.
no, it's not.
But,
Why are we
he
arguing?
became a woman just to say my pronouns. I'm also a they.
Right. Oh, so it's still up in the air.
All that money spent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna dip my toes in.
James Charles.
Idiot.
James Charles is thick as shit. Have you seen his ass?
James Charles is
No.
a man.
I don't.
He does have
No, James Charles is a guy. He's like just a gay guy.
Last
which is,
news
like,
I got
great.
of James Charles was
He's out there with Diddy and Drake for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just touching kids.
Marketing makeup to little boys.
Yeah,
Who would have thunk? He's on the wrong side of.
Look at my fat ass. Here's some makeup.
Yeah, he is hot. I will say. It works, but yeah, subjectively, if you're not looking at his face, you're like, that's
He's just
womanly
like-
you
body.
just like his ass, huh?
Yes.
His ass is like Pretty Woman fat.
Yeah.
Probably got that BBL.
Yes. It's probably not real. I mean, he's not doing squats. I doubt it.
I don't think it's me.
No.
Do you want to ask him?
Call it real quick. Who's your best bud?
So what are we gonna call her for? It's like bring that up, Zach. Bring that up, Jamie.
Killing
It's-
them.
Almost like they use their name.
Yeah, but like, pull it up, Maddie.
Hey, Maddie, can you pull that up? It's just like
Yeah, I guess so.
what? What's
I
wrong
guess
with
we'll
the
use
name?
your name,
Oh,
your actual
big
name.
words. I don't want a single other big word out of
Are you sure that's not your dead name?
What did you say that you were gonna? I forget what it was, but it was something really stupid.
Probably. I can agree to that.
I think it was. I don't know.
But yeah, what was I just saying to you? Oh no.
Is that my dead name?
Oh yeah. You know what a dead name is?
Yeah, it's like if you,
Yeah.
you transfer. It's like the name you don't use
Yeah.
because
Don't-
Transfer.
Don't fucking call me that.
Here's my true.
Don't call me the name that I was given by my birth parents. So yeah, there's just a bunch of crazy shit. But I always say just come back to God. Just pray about it, and it is all real life demonic shit that we see, and it is funny, because demons are funny in any way that they try, like what they're doing.
just kind of silly, goofy.
Yeah, have you the priest? It's like, have you seen the priest? That's like how you should address demons.
No.
He's this sweet old man in a church. He's got like the priest stuff on,
Yeah.
and he's like, you know what demons really hate? They hate when you just laugh at them. They hate when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah, I've
oh,
seen
it's
the clip.
just you, goofy.
Did you? You silly little one.
Yeah, but that's what they hate. That obviously.
So at peace.
Yeah, he's very at peace.
Did you see
Wow.
the priest, Ella watched a news report for like 20 minutes on the drive over, that his girlfriend or his wife or something, she was being like beat and like all this stuff, and then she committed suicide, and then he went and gave like an hour sermon the next morning at church, and at the end of the sermon he was like, "Oh yeah, and my wife died last night."
Yeah.
And just like, and
Yeah.
just ended off on that.
Yeah.
So obviously, like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like the Micah Miller or something.
yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Miller or something.
The white guy, like big mega church type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
situation.
Oh, yeah, it is
And
a
he's
mega
like, I'm
church
gonna,
guy.
You know, I need to take a little bit of time. You know.
Now that we're bringing up, sin within the church, I think that's something that nobody really acknowledged. Like, I sent you a video of this girl was like, how weird it was whenever I was a girl in church, and this guy was like throwing himself at the feet of the pastor, talking about how he's like has a porn addiction, and she was like, ew, and I was like, it's a church. There's gonna be broken people in the church.
the female. Wait, what?
She was like a girl in church, and this guy was like clearly having a mental episode, and like
Oh, it was just some random girl. It wasn't a priest or something.
no,
Okay.
women can't be priests. She was talking about how he threw himself at the feet of the preacher and was like, "Please help me. I'm trying so hard."
And she just
Turns-
posted on social media.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
being older. She was like, she posted to Taylor Swift like, "Damn, it's 7 a.m." Like how weird, but like she was putting him out of place and coming to the church for help. And it turns out later he did end up like sexually assaulting kids at that church after Sunday school. And it was like he was begging for help in front of everyone, and what happened then?
Interesting.
So it's like that's
I
a
hope
wild
she
story, and it's a
probably
hard
sleeps well.
story because it's like her posting, like the story in itself is its own thing, but her posting about how crazy it is that there's a broken person in church, that's like a really big problem in modern like Christianity in their churches.
Like, yeah, you're supposed to be like perfect in the church.
Yeah.
Everyone gets Sunday best, and you.
I
show
went
up,
to
and you're like,
Mammoth Church Emmanuel Christian in Houston, and it's like, or Emmanuel Lutheran, like they're so close to Catholicism, Lutheran.
Yeah.
And there was like a homeless guy in like one of the back pews, and everyone was like, "My God,
John the homeless.
what is the homeless man doing here?" And it's
And
like,
this church, the refuge of all the people.
and he's still tithing, like giving, like the story of the woman that gave her last
Yeah,
coin
yeah.
to the church, and it's like, are we not open to helping those that are addicted and broken?
You mean the man that Jesus would sit with first?
Yes, that's what I
That
mean.
he would ask to sit at
The
his table
smelly man.
first.
The smelly man that smelled.
You stink the worst.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, but that's just what is not really addressed as much. Is like, for some reason in modern, like that's why a lot of people tell you that they don't go to church, they're not Christians anymore. It's like, was it a person or a church that did that to you? Because they hate God. That's who they blame it on. They're like, why would God let this? It's like, was it a person or the church that hurt you? Because it's like, people ignore the whole free will thing. And a lot of
Yeah.
people hate the free will thing because they're like, that doesn't justify the actions of God. And it's like, he's letting it play out. And you're like, interject right now. Use your...
Fix my problem I created.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot from people, and it doesn't make much sense to me, but it kind of does. I had a guy, he had a cross. He was a customer from South California, and I was like, "You have a cross? Are you Christian?" Because he was like so happy to be in Texas. I was like, "You're not gonna fucking vote the same." He was like, "No, I promise, I promise." He had a jacked up 2-wheel drive Tacoma. I was like, "You're
What?
from California." From California. He was like 16 with like on 35s. Just ridiculous. Anyways, I asked him about like his cross, and he was like, "Actually, I'm not Christian anymore." And I was like, "When did you lose your faith?" And he was like, "Whenever I was 15, he was in a Catholic school, and his sister was a cop older than him, got killed, and he was like asking the preacher like, why did that happen?" And the preacher was like, "Everything happens for a reason." And I was like, that's not fair for the voice of God,
like the
to
now,
tell you that,
like
this is
grieving.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe
maybe
The
approach that a little
story,
bit
or-
different. Or, give the guy a parable or
kind of
something.
like, nah, he deserved it.
Yeah, but
Shoot a good cop.
me and Tom and John, all three in that shop, we were all very Christian. We talked about it all the time. And what I had told him, I was like, so did the preacher handle that poorly? I acknowledge that first. You have to. Like, that was not great talking to like a freshman.
Yeah.
Like, your sister died. It's not your fault, but it's, happened for a
Shit
reason.
happens.
Yeah, because he was asking, like, why did God do this? And then I told him, I was like, well, the guy that killed your sister, as horrible as it may be, had no divine intervention. It was not God that pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
So, like,
It was that man's
whenever I said that to him, being 19 or whatever, this 45-year-old guy was just like, oh, never thought of that before. Out of the whole time that he's been wearing the cross and, like, ignoring it. And I was like, that action had nothing to do with her faith, your faith, or anything like that. It was this poor, broken man who is in a society of sin. That's what we live. That's the world. And he got it. He really did. And he was like, oh. Like, and it was funny seeing it click, because it was like, that's my Salem. That's my Salem education.
That's my
at
story
work.
that I'm gonna go tell the
Dude, that's Will used to say it's like getting more for your tuition dollar.
Will Argo.
Yeah, he used to say that a lot. He was like, "I'm making my tuition dollar count," and we always loved saying that because we found out how much it costs to go to this school.
I
So
grew
we're
up
like-
poor parents.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that last time. We were like talking about Nick's pencil box and how our parents were dealing with the housing market crisis. And it's like, he broke my pencil box. That's all I had. And yeah, people understanding like that it's not God's fault. The devil lives here. Devil's not in hell yet, but
also like free will, like that's what
Yeah.
you brought up to begin with.
yeah, that's why the angels fell and created the Nephilim. That's why the angels are with the devil that chose to be, because they fell into it. The angels that created the Nephilim were the ones that like found lust in human women. And it's like, yeah, you should have denied that. The angels had free will more than you and I do. Like, they had no earthly
They
connection.
can do whatever they want.
They were just like, I've been around for a minute. Like, yeah, I mean, imagine how hard it would be to be an angel and never sin. Otherwise, you'd be permanently, must have been tough, real tough. But that's what you get with free will. That's the whole point of God. It was like, I'm not going to chain you and make you sing my name. You don't have to do that. But the other option sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions today about what the Bible says and what the church preaches, because sometimes they don't correlate much at all. You know the preacher that looks terrifying?
No.
Looks like he's got evil in his eyes.
Can't say I do.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks like a wolf, bro. Like a genuine like wolf among sheep. And the way that he talks to people that are coming up to him with a camera, like they said that like he said something and he's like, I didn't never say that. He's like real Southern, scary. The
I have no idea what you're
scariest.
talking about.
He's like for an atheist to be like, that's why I don't like it. And it's so easy for you to be like, yeah, of course. He's a multi-millionaire.
Of course.
That's how they are. And it's there was one of another guy that was like a part of a mega church. He was like 1.2 million. That ain't enough. And I was like, there's no way. He's talking about like, I only got a boat last year.
7 figures.
I'm sure if you look up just scary preacher, it'll be the first thing. Yeah, genuinely scary preacher. Kenneth Copeland is his name. He just is terrifying.
Yeah, he just interesting.
You get a feeling whenever you look at
Yeah.
him. It's like Voldemort. He is scary. And my phone's not working. But like
Yeah.
something about him. Something about him in his eyes. I think as... Now, tell me if this sounds outlandish. I think as baptized Christians that have been practicing and reading and doing this, your grandmother is one of the most fascinating theologians I've ever met. She knows so much about so much. And just talking to her, like, she sees everything that we see. Mm-hmm. And I just... Seeing that, you have discernment. Like, in your mind, whenever you look into, like, the windows of the soul... The windows of the soul are terrifying on that guy, and I don't like what's through those windows. And yeah, I think that's a major problem. The whole Joel Osteen shit. I
Mega
think.
churches, yeah.
Stocks at
Yeah.
Woodlands Church.
Yeah, Stocks in
Yes,
the Woodlands
Stocks in
Church. We
Woodlands
talked about
Church.
that before. Shout out the Woodlands, by the way.
The community as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest grossing church in Texas. That's a lie, but it could be.
Carrie and Chris Shook seem, and their families
The
seem
pastor at Woodlands Church, yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very genuine
Right.
people, and like they've got the right idea, but it's just.
Well, you just see service. You see you don't see them Monday through Saturday.
Yeah,
I don't at least.
yeah. No, you're right. I'm
It's just
sure
the fact that they had a Starbucks in their church, they have, and maybe it's.
that
like
is
their
wild
own-
considering
Two-story
Starbucks donates to
playscape?
Channel
Yeah,
Planned
yes.
Church.
Two-story playscape, a Starbucks.
Starbucks donates to Planned Parenthood. That's what I was trying to say, which is really interesting coming from, like
I don't know
church
that
sponsor.
I don't know that it used to be like when they first.
You don't know if it's current. Is
I-
what you're saying?
Yeah, but I know like when I went back in 8th grade, that's when we went a lot. I attended like every Sunday in 8th grade. They had.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
if they do anymore. We kind of just walk through like one of the side
Yeah.
doors. So
Speaking of Planned Parenthood, Colorado. I don't know if you saw, but up to 9 months is what they're allowing.
to the full,
Full term.
yeah. They just allow full term.
Yeah. But
Wait.
It's not.
But why not just like have the baby at that point?
Because then you'd have to feed it.
Right. Fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot. Then you'd have to take care of it, and it's living now. Now that it's out of
can't
your.
kill it.
I think they don't just.
I would
No,
say just fly to China real
Alex
quick.
Jones has been talking about that for a while. He's been talking about like you think the government doesn't you think you don't sign off the human rights to the government whenever you go to a government institution that will dispose of your up to 9-month-old fetus that they can harvest the organs of. I'm not crazy.
Listen, I'm just saying, if you're in the situation, it's probably just as cheap to fly to China, 2-way ticket. If it's a girl, it disappears. If it's
Yeah.
a guy,
You're putting. I'm
It's
picking
an
up what you're
investment.
putting
It's
down.
an
You're putting down
investment.
50 on red. you're like it can only be one of the two. Do you you think girl Chinese born babies are automatically gonna be like, I'm a boy now. You have to respect me as a boy.
no, it's what?
Oh right, they're old
They're-
school over there.
They're not delusional. It's communist.
Right. Right.
Not gonna happen.
I don't know.
No,
If
you
they
don't-
could
you
if
don't-
they
they're-
could just start taking those women and feed them hormones and test and make them big strong women,
Straight out the womb.
yes. Start growing that but yeah.
Start me out.
Yes. You don't think we can just take those You don't think we can just take those Chinese girls
What do you
and make
mean?
them
Like
boys?
you're saying this as like a concept of like they haven't.
Have they?
It's China.
I'm sure, yeah.
They've definitely there's some multimillionaire, that can have their like one child,
Yeah.
had a daughter, and it's like we must fix this problem. I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
There's probably a book about it somewhere.
Multi-million air. Welcome to a pair of skags. This is it's fair scald, sorry.
Bro breaks. Bro just breaks.
Skags. No. What the fuck
Skalds?
is a skag?
That's
But I meant to say a pair of
Borderlands.
scalds,
It's like
'cause
the little dog thing.
That's what this is. That's what we're doing. We're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Pair of skags. No, it's not skags. You're messing me all up. The name's not
We'll be right back.
around enough. The name hasn't been around enough for me to, pair of scalds. Pair of scalds.
I'm cutting this all out.
You're cutting all this out? All right, are we restarting?
It's gonna be a long night, babe.
Goodness. Here comes a rooster.
Why did you sing Alice in Chains but like the Beatles? Here comes the rooster.
I just saw a rooster and it looks like a beetle.
No.
Beatles invented classic rock. I saw this video of a guy playing Red Hot Chili Peppers and said, if you don't like grandpa rock like I do, That came out in '92, dude. What are you talking about, Grandpa Rock?
I would like some modern rock. Like, where's our modern rock then?
What's modern rock?
Where is our if that's Grandpa Rock, like where's our modern rock?
Oliver Tree? Please don't let me down. Yeah, that's fucking rock on, dude. But yeah, I commented, I was like, dude, Elvis and the Beach Boys. Like, Grandpa Rock.
Rock comes from, like, the black culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have credited
Yeah, you're a
like
bigot.
the Jive 5 and those older groups that Elvis stole from. Which
Yeah,
is
that they all
facts.
stole from. Like, you know how many...
I played that for her. I was like, listen to the correlation between these, and she was like, what?
Like, how many copyright claims, like, the Beach Boys have?
Copyright didn't exist.
Well,
I think
whatever
they
it
were still
is.
3/5 of a person then. So, like, you could just be like, I'm taking all
I'm
of
taking the 2/5.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they just... What would the percentage cut on that
That's a
be?
wild concept.
Yeah.
You only own 3/5 of the song.
Only 3/5. You get, like, the melody and the beat. I'm taking the whole chorus.
It's a solid punchline. Solid joke.
Yes.
Write it
I
down.
would say.
Write it down.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
The book. I've got the green book in the room. I really need a bookshelf. Like, soon. All my books are up real top, like collecting dust. And every time I
Nice.
stack another one, I almost cut my fingers on the fan blade because it's like,
4 to 5 inches from hitting the fan blades.
Nice.
yeah. That fan's never turning off. Never turning that fan off.
Rex.
Oh, you've got his attention. He's gonna give it to you.
Yeah, you stop petting him and he's like, wait,
Me?
All the way over there. That's where you want me.
He's like, no, I like this.
He is a ladies' man. He loves the female gaze. Do you think he'd see right through Dylan Mulvaney? He'd be like,
Balls.
be like, I
you
smell
have what I have.
the smelly smell of taint. Balls. Rex would know. For sure.
Rex has recently found himself a girlfriend, and he has no clue what to do about it.
Yeah. After almost 8 years of uncut, like, no experience with females, he's got one. And
I was about to say, it's gotta be like being like a naturally attractive person, but you live in a town of like 15 people and they just let you go in the city.
I don't think attractive people live in small towns like that.
Not one?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, well, what if you're like kept in a castle or something?
Fucking, what are you, Fiona? No, but look at that. Oh, fucking. Looks like he's making them at night.
They're gonna,
That's literally Shane's blackout drunk face. That's Shane's
Yeah.
blackout drunk face. That's exactly what that is.
bro's done. This is way past his bedtime.
No, it's not. He's been sleeping all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, he sleeps at my feet all day long. It's a lazy
Still sleeping at your feet.
Do I really need to type blackout to find the picture that I want?
I just want you to video it.
I already recorded the video of Rex. But yeah, Shane does this real specific face whenever he's blackout drunk. Did you hear how he was at a football game and there was a special needs student section and he just just stepped over into that gate?
Yeah.
And was like, I was blacked out and nobody questioned a thing. I didn't think his eyes were so
The way they are.
convincing of the condition, but then I've been watching Tires, and there's some real close-ups of him, like... it's a great show, Tires. I took my audition down from Instagram because somebody didn't like it. I didn't like it either, honestly. But Tires Season 2. Oh, are you my agent now? Are you gonna start telling me, like...
So I'm gonna do, Mom.
I'm gonna post a video, a reel, and she's gonna be like, that's hack. Take that down. Take that down. That's hack.
That's all just called. Firing you from Midas.
Do you want to pull up some news stuff for us to talk about? Because there's some...
We have been running for, let me pull up the...
Hour and 13?
Hour 18.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You need to go home?
Yeah, it's a bit late.
Okay.
The
All
la-
right.
The woman is EP.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll stop it there.
Goodbye.
Just like that? Are you going to cut it there? You're not even going to shout out 5X? What are you doing? Hey! Go to 5X Fishing and find the 2 videos that Brennan has available and subscribe to Opal F Studios and subscribe to 5X Fishing. Of course, the Patreon. Eventually, we'll have Patreon available for Opal F Studios.
Why are you talking to my belly?
Why am I talking to your belly? Because you're about to press the...
But the camera's over there.
Well, fucking... Go subscribe to 5X Fishing. Go subscribe to Opal F Studios. Like the videos. Do whatever is available to you. I don't know. What else do people do for stuff?
Thanks for watching.
Yes.